Francesca, now to see you. You've been here for a little while again, haven't you?
I have, Bruce. I've been here since Sunday, but I haven't actually managed to get to the beach at all, as inviting as it looks, because I've been so busy. We've had the barrier draw on the beach on Tuesday morning, then we had the cocktail party. It was the hottest ticket in town on Tuesday night. Been filming a few stories at the sales, which you'll enjoy later. And then in my spare time, I've been helping my brother Matt buy some lovely yearlings that are going. It's been busy, but obviously I can't wait for today. The big highlight, the 2-year-old classic. Is Capitalist as good as we think he is? That's the big question.
That's for sure. He's going to start short. Luke is showing Classic, the Jeep, with $2.5 million when you include the bonus in race 8 today. He's going to be the shortest price favourite, this horse today. He's going to be about $1.60.
I've got to say, he's very similar to his stablemate that just won the first. He'll have the same team, exactly inside barrier. He'll jump, he'll sit in the first half a dozen. He'll control the race. He's got that acceleration, that terrific acceleration that you're going to see from him, just sitting off a nice hot speed. And what he does is run some time too. And he really works away. Every time he's won, he's worked away from the pack. It's a sign of a very good 2-year-old early doors.
Some unbeaten ones in the race against him too, so let's see what happens.
Absolutely outstanding. And the Monsoon Wedding family, it's a pretty good family worldwide.
Highest price ever for a filly at Magic Millions, the Monsoon Wedding.
Yeah,
so Piero's absolutely flying.
It has been a remarkable week. Next we'll give you an insight into buying a race. We've had both the Country Cup and the Maiden now with $250,000. Huge races for them. And now we get into the $1 million races, and that reminds me of buffering.
And we've got 7 of the $1 million races as well. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Great to have buffering here. And I was reading an article on Robert Heathcote, his trainer, how much pressure is on him just to win this race today, because honestly, he's just, in terms of handicapping, he's lengths above these horses, and he really should be winning. So there's a lot of pressure on the team to get him to win, but we're quite sure he will.
And here's Rob Heathcote.
Then the last 600, he really rips it in and bores it into those that are behind him. He puts his hands up and he says, well, come and get me. I'm strong, I'm tough. This is how I roll. Face massive prize money. What a great view. Really nice. It really is cushy to ride in behind a wall of horses with space around you, because your horse relax. You're able to count the furlong poles and know.
He won great stuff. He won his first race in March 2010. So that's when he started winning. It's just he's crazy. He's a beauty. They are such an impressive organisation, and Vin's front and centre, isn't he? Right there with Katie and also Jerry.
They really are, and you really get the impression this year when you're going around the sales that the general feeling amongst vendors, amongst buyers, amongst everyone is that the quality of the sale is just improving out of sight, and especially this year, it's just better and better. And it's not surprising if you look at the horses that have come out of the sale. You've got the likes of Vancouver, Winx, Dissident, Shooting to Win, Atlantic Jewel. The list is endless, so it deserves to be as well supported as it is.
Well, Gay's had 6 Golden Slipper winners. One was homebred, and the other 5 she bought here at the Magic Millions. So it says a lot, doesn't it? And it's going to be an emotional day, isn't it, for them? I reckon Jamie could take David Attenborough's place when he retires. He's got that look about him, don't you reckon?
Yeah, and I love the hat. I was wondering who it was wandering around the sales in the pith helmet, but that's explained it for me.
I've just learned something new, pith helmet today, which is very... He sounds
safari.
like Guy, doesn't he?
He
sounds
does,
like
he
Guy
does.
Wilder, and great luck to the team there, and also to Timmy Bell's family, if you're watching there at home. We'd like to wish you all the very best. We love Timmy. Yeah. He was such a great talent, and it's nice to remember him and say hello to the family on such an important day. Tinto runs a little bit later, and Timmy won a Group 1 race on it.
Yeah, the Oaks here in Queensland, and one on this day last year. You're spot on.
Yep.
I've come to Francesca here to see if she can tell me a little bit more about putting together a ladies-only syndicate.
Georgia, I've been flat out this week helping my brother Matt find some yearlings from the sale, and that's on top of the $2 million that's already on offer for the race. But I think we should go and talk to Australia's leading female trainer, Gay Waterhouse, to give us a few more details.
Most trainers are very mindful.
And do you think it's helping encourage more women into the sport?
I think so, Francesca. I think that we have to run in the first 2 or 3. You can run anywhere in the race and you get something extra just because it's the girls' horses.
How do we go about putting together an all-women syndicate?
Georgia, I think I've got just the person to talk to. She's called Legs Lawler, and last year she put together a group of 40 women from all over the world. They bought a filly called Global Glamour, who's in training with Gay, going quite well apparently, and she's going to go again this year, so should we go and find her?
Definitely.
1,000 horses catalogued in their sale. How do you go about finding the one you like?
And what about when you look at this filly here, how would you assess her?
This is a beautiful filly. She's by Denman out of a reduced choice mare. I hope she's in my budget.
Should we see her walk?
And she's a very pretty filly. Look at that head and eye.
I love her eye.
Yeah, beauty.
heard the theory. Can we go and find some horses and some other ladies for a syndicate?
I think we should. And funnily enough, I've already got a few horses picked out for us. So come and have a look.
It's Claro Banco who won the race at Ballarat.
Clockwise?
Yeah, which is worth a lot of money. Good on him. So it was worth a couple $100,000 at Ballarat.
I'll tell you what, blokes like him riding track work, folks, of a morning between 4 to 8 o'clock, it's like Burke Street, it's like peak hour traffic when we're from Victoria and you're watching statewide, but it is just chock-a-block full of horses and jockeys.
Club on the Gold Coast at 3 in the morning, isn't it? It's busy. It's busy.
I wouldn't know, man.
No, you would. No. You're much too sensible for those sorts of things these days.
Sun's rising over Spendthrift Farm in Lexington, Kentucky, one of the biggest farms in the United States. I'm catching up with Mr. B. Wayne Hughes, the Leviathan owner and breeder, who's recently expanded his interest to Australia, buying and racing Australian breds, as well as purchasing a farm in northern Victoria. Mr. Hughes is quickly becoming one of the major players in the Australian racing scene. And what's your main ambition there? Is it to breed to race yourself, breed to sell? What's the plan? Can you tell me a bit about your background?
I was born in Oklahoma, and my dad was a sharecropper there.
Horse business or the horse hobby?
Don't you love people with vision? I mean, in his 80s and yet still planning and as enthusiastic as ever. You're a lucky woman getting to meet all these people.
I know. That was a lot of fun over in Kentucky doing that shoot. And such a nice guy, really passionate about the sport. And like he said, he bought the farm originally just to have somewhere for his grandchildren to come and play. And now look at it, they've got 23 stallions. He's now bought a farm in Australia. He loves it down here in Australia. And he was very busy at the Magic Millions last year, spending plenty of money on stallion potential. And also this year he's bought 3 really lovely colts. My favourite was the Fastnet Rock out of Gold Anthem, which went for plenty of money, but a really, really lovely horse.
Is Kentucky Disneyland for horse people?
Yeah, if you want to go and see some beautiful farms, you've really got to go there. And they've got the history and the heritage. You saw those beautiful old barns, and it's a must-see place.
Great stuff, isn't it? We must come on a train where he's brought 2 horses to the races today, and they're both bobbed up and won.
Unbelievable,
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And he's won practically every country cup in Victoria as well.
And
hasn't he?
another country cup.
Yeah, a fairly big one.
Yeah,
Where
at
was
Flemington, with Prince of Penzance. That is for sure. So 5 runners in this race qualify for the $500,000 bonus.
Yeah, exactly. So they have to be all female owned to qualify for that bonus. And it could just be one woman, it could be lots of women all together in a syndicate or a partnership. And they can have colts or fillies or whatever they like. And it's great to have, every year there have been horses that have won the 4 different prizes of the women's bonus, which goes from $325,000 to the first female horse owned past the post. Doesn't have to be the winner, mind you.
And yet
so wherever they finish, they get the
But Cheska, in the 3 years, they've won it twice and been second the other time, so they've been so close. Now, Neil Kearney is with one of the women who's pretty excited because she's a partner and an owner of one of the 5.
The pommel of the saddle, and he uses those ankles. Horses feel that on their ribs, and they really like it and respond to it.
And it was a good buy by James Harron and his team. Only $160,000 horse by Written Tycoon, who's not an obvious stallion at the moment.
Point. And now he's won over $1.5 million as we go to, and he looks to be absolutely superb. Let's go out to Paddy Welsh. Hey, Paddy, a lot still happening. There she is, Gay Waterhouse, who's won 4 of these and a half a dozen Golden Slippers. So, did we see the Golden Slipper winner today, guys? What do you reckon?
There's a big chance. He's going to train on. You've got to say his favourite at the minute anyway.
There could be something lurking that we haven't seen yet, and who knows what John O'Shea's probably got in his stable, but couldn't be more impressed with Capitalist today.
And you'll be back with Saturday Arvo racing or Stakes Day, which is not that far off, is it? What, the second week of Feb or something like that?
Nothing like sitting back on the recliner on 7th.
And Cheska, the next time I see you, you will be a mother, so congratulations, sir.
Yeah,
I think I might do a bit of reclining watching you guys in the next few months.
No, terrific. So, a job so well done. What a great day we've seen today.